Leaders of the House of Representatives consider issuing an arrest warrant against Senator Leila de Lima if she fails to explain why she stopped her former driver and ex-boyfriend Ronnie Dayan from testifying in the House probe. The hearing seeks to investigate the alleged drug trade in the state penitentiary. House Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez and Majority Leader Rodolfo Fariñas say the Committee on Justice may cite de Lima in contempt and order her arrest if she ignores the show cause order.
Here is a woman pretending to be clean, pretending to be a crime buster, a graft buster, a self-proclaimed righteous individual. Kailangan nating ipakita sa taong bayan kung anong klaseng tao ito.
De Lima may also face a disbarment case before the Supreme Court or an ethics complaint before the Senate Ethics Committee. The panel says it already found sufficient evidence against De Lima regarding the proliferation of drugs inside the state penitentiary. Dayan allegedly acted as her bagman for prison drug lords. The Philippine military launches an offensive to take back Butig town in Lanao del Sur, where members of the local Maute terror group occupied the abandoned town hall and nearby buildings. The military says the offensive started Monday early morning. The Maute group reportedly raised the black flag of ISIS at the town hall. The Maute group is one of several groups that pledged allegiance to the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, or ISIS, and is keen on establishing a caliphate in the southern Philippines. Philippine Police Chief Ronald Dela Rosa tells the public not to panic after a bomb was discovered outside the United States Embassy in Manila Monday. He says authorities are on heightened security and intelligence alert. The police will ask mall owners to beef up security in their establishments and will consider setting up checkpoints again. De La Rosa describes the improvised explosive device found near the American Embassy as similar to the one used in the night market blast in Davao City last September. He says the device's design is the signature of the Maute terrorist group. While there's no hard evidence yet, De La Rosa says an argument can be made that the Maute group was behind the attempt and that it was a, quote, diversionary tactic. Cuban-Americans who loathe Fidel Castro rejoice over his death with dancing, singing, and honking of car horns in Miami, Florida. About 2 million Cubans live in the United States, nearly 70% of them in Florida. The vast majority of those live in Miami, and many see Castro as a brutal tyrant. Cuban-American politicians also lined up to mark the occasion. Florida Senator Marco Rubio calls Castro a, quote, evil, murderous dictator. Miami Mayor Tomas Regalado says Cuban-Americans should not be, quote, criticized for celebrating someone's death. South Korean President Park Geun-hye's lawyer says she will not answer questions from prosecutors over a corruption scandal. Prosecutors describe Park and her friend Choi Soon-sil as co-culprits in the scandal. They are accused of coercing top Seoul firms to donate over $60 million to nonprofit foundations, some of which Choi allegedly used for personal gain. Choi was charged with coercion and abuse of power. The scandal sparked nationwide fury, with hundreds of thousands taking to the streets to call for Park's ousting. Park earlier vowed to cooperate with the probe but rejected a series of requests from prosecutors to make herself available for questioning.